Hello, Atom here, and welcome back to some more Higurashi When They Cry. Let's continue to the second chapter. Oh, yes, the second chapter of chapter 3. Yeah.
さーて、というわけで、いよいよお昼の時間が来たね。
Mion gleefully announced the beginning of lunch.
いよいよお昼の時間でしたよ。この中の一人が罰ゲームになるんですわよね。はあ、今日の罰ゲームはちょっと怖いからね。レナ、悪いけど思いっきり真剣に作ってきたよ。
In Rena's case, I don't think she'd lose even if she wasn't taking it seriously.
みー、僕たちもそれぞれに頑張りましたのですよ。今日はさとこもリカちゃんもそれぞれに別々に作ってきた。いつもは2人一緒のお弁当だけど、今日は一緒だと勝負にならないからね。そこは大丈夫ですのよ。リカも私もちゃんとそれぞれに用意させていただきましたのよ。さとこちゃんもリカちゃんも頑張ったんだね。楽しみ楽しみ。ちょっと意外だったのはケイちゃんがちゃんとお弁当を用意できた点かな。
I mean, it would have been a bit unfair if Rika had made Satoko's one. Now, wouldn't it?
ケイちゃんもさすが。やればできるみたいじゃない。
Although, she did make Kei's one. I scratched my head and gave her a dry smile. My bento today had been entirely made by Satoko last night. It had none of my personality, so there wasn't anything there that they could praise me for.
ケイチ君のお弁当はどんなだろう。楽しみ。
そんな大したものじゃないから期待するなよ。夕べのご飯のお惣菜の残りが詰めてあるだけだし。
お夕食の残り物はお弁当の基本なのですよ。夕べのケイチさんのお夕食も分かって一石二鳥ですわね。
Was it really better to hide the fact that Satoko came over and made dinner last night? Ah, I see. Okay, that explains it. Well, of course it was. If I revealed that I didn't make my own bento, I'd be sure to end up playing the punishment game. Today's punishment game was to stand right in front of a curry maniac, Cheese Sensei, and say bad things about curry. It wasn't too different from telling someone to jump off a 100-story window. It was exactly the same as telling someone to die.
でもみーちゃん、今日のお弁当勝負ってどうやって勝敗をつけるのかな。ケイチ君もちゃんと作ってこれたんだから、今日はこれで引き分けで決着なんじゃないのかな。それもそうですわね。昨日の罰ゲームはケイチさんに自炊を促すための葉っぱみたいなものですし。
And burn his house down in the process.
ケイチもちゃんと作ってこれましたから引き分けなのですよ。
My simple... Yep. I pressed control. My simple bento last night, with last night's leftovers, could never have stood up to everyone else's bento that they made to win. I fully understood Satoko and Rika-chan's concern for me as they tried to end the showdown peacefully. However, Club President Mion Sonozaki would not be convinced by something like that.
何を甘っちょろいこと言ってるんだか。白黒つけない灰色勝負なんて絶対ごめん。ぶつかったら決着つけなきゃ。手打ちして引き分けなんて遊びでやってんじゃないんだよ。
言うと思ったぜ。勝負好きのミオンがこのまま終わらせるわけないよな。
This is bad. At this rate, I was sure to be the sole loser. But well, I didn't make this bento after all. Maybe I need to resign myself to my inevitable loss.
ではみー、どうやっ って勝敗を決めますですか？
相互採点じゃ公平な採点にならないからね。ここは公開審査と行こうじゃない。
But what about eating lunch?
みんな全員集合。
Mion commanded everyone, who had just started eating, using her club president voice.
おじさんたち5人のお弁当を採点してもらうよ。ベスト3までを紙に書いて投票すること。いいかな？
Everyone in the class was used to being dragged into Mion's club activities. Yeah! Came the energetic voices from here and there. Everyone already knew that the showdown this time involved an utterly fatal punishment game. And they were all very interested in what would happen to whoever lost. Of course, they wanted the thrill of seeing something terrifying.
では、みんないいかな？まずは私から行くよ。それ！
In exaggerated fashion, Mion pulled the lid off her multi-tiered ornate bento box. Multiple cheers of joy erupted at the brilliant sight.
すごいですわね。おせち料理みたいでしたよ。
嘘だ。嘘に決まってる。こんなのどこかの仕出し弁当の中身を移し替えただけに違いない。こんな純日本風な料理をミオンがあの園崎ミオンが作れるわけがない。
みーちゃん、このくらいは本気になれば作れるよ。
Easy?
めったに本気にならないけど。
おじさんを誰だと思ってるわけ？時間と材料があるなら満館全席だって再現してみせるよ。
The entire classroom gulped audibly, and everyone wrote down the score on the notepaper in their hands simultaneously. It made sense. Just the visual impact would give her a perfect score.
じゃあ次はレナのお弁当行ってみようか。レナもかなり料理は得意だからね。
レナのお弁当はいつも食卓の花なのですよ。みんなありがとね。じゃあレナのお弁当も公開するね。
Rena's bento was a beautiful mix of the two colours of eggs and minced meat, and it too was a bento staple, the Soboro bento. She'd been thorough with the side dishes as well, and they were abundant in number. She had spent more time than usual on it, but it was unassuming and truly nonchalant. Oops. One couldn't ignore the household warmth in it that Mion's bento lacked.
さすがですわね。これは高得点が期待できましたよ。
さすが。厳しめに見ても減点の余地は全くないね。相変わらず見事。
Once again, every one of the judges wrote a score on their notepaper at the same time. There seemed to be some who were revising their opinions when they compared it to Mion's score too. The whole classroom seemed split between Mion and Rena. And on everyone's face, it was clear. They all wanted to be tasting them rather than scoring them.
では続いて僕たちなのです。では公開するでございますわよ。
Come to think of it, Satoko and Rika-chan ate with me last night at my house. It was impressive that they still made a bento. Both of their bentos were clearly lacking compared to Mion's artfulness and Rena's perfection. However, because of that, you could sense from them how hard they worked. The toppings were a little on the rough side, but you could still feel that they tried their hardest. It made you feel a little biased, so you'd give them more points. Few people struck by that, once again revised their opinions and wrote in scores on their notepaper.
サトコもリカちゃんもよく今日のお弁当を用意できたもんだな。レナやミオンの出来には確かに劣るかもしれないけど、 それを考えるとかなりすごいことだぜ。
Satoko and Rika-chan glanced at each other and grinned happily.
実は内緒でございますのよ。くにょくにょくにょくにょ。
Eh? What? Then Satoko told me I broke off from the others and secretly looked at all my classmates' bento boxes. There, Tomitaka-kun and Okamura-kun's bento boxes. I took a quick peek inside and... half of the contents were missing! Not bad. In the end, Satoko and Rika-chan hadn't made bento today. Bold move. They got Tomitaka-kun and Okamura-kun to share their bentos with them.
おい、富田君、岡村君、何を条件に買収された？
いきなり何ですか、前原さん。私たちがいつ何を買収されたって言うんですか。
そうっすよ。別に里子たちに水やり当番を代わってもらうくらいで弁当を半分なんか。
That's some suspiciously specific denial there. Curse you, Satoko. What an impudent trick. Satoko grinned, showing her fang-like canines, and laughed in triumph.
あら、これはケイチさんに学ばせてもらった技ですのよ。
Oh, that's cute. How naive. Buying them out with watering duty alone. They're men. If you're going to buy them out, you need to use something a lot spicier than that. I mean, apparently not, since it worked. For example, like giving them 3 tickets to walk Satoko and Rika-chan around like dogs all day, with them on all fours, wearing tails and with leashes around their necks. What? Whoa, that might be enough to get me to do anything. As I was lost in my wild fantasies, Myon clapped me on the shoulder and called me back to reality. Damn it. It was just getting good.
さて、次はいよいよケイちゃんのお弁当だね。ケイちゃんの昨日の予告だとかなりのものが期待されるけど、実際はどうなのかな。
ケイチくんってやるときにはやる人だからね。
You really can't. I'm sorry, Reno.
レナ、今日はとっても楽しみにしてたんだよ。
Ugh. They're all looking forward to it. But it's really just leftovers from dinner last night. I didn't even make it either. How was that supposed to stand up to Mion and Reno and the others?
もうやけだ。見て驚くなよ。
I tore the lid off my bento box. There weren't very many cheers. Well, I guess there wouldn't be.
ケイチくんも精一杯頑張ったんだね。レナはその頑張りわかるよ。
レナ、無理に褒めなくていいぞ。
どんな具合ですの？ケイチさんにしては頑張ってる方ですの？
How unlike you. To be nice.
まあ頑張りは認めてあげたいけどね。勝負は非常だしね。
Mion's cold, mean laugh. It was like it spoke for everyone's opinion, just like that. Yeah, he probably shouldn't have tried to hype them up just to let them down. He should have been more like, yeah, I mean, it's nothing much. And then they go, oh, okay, that's quite nice, yeah.
ケイチくん、初挑戦なのにこんなに上手に作れたんだよ。みんなもっともっと評価してあげてもいいと思うんだけどな。
It's okay, Reno.
でも、勝負は非常なのです。
さーてケイちゃん、採点結果を集計する前に何か申し開きがあるなら聞いておくけど。
申し開きってなんだよ。
ケイちゃんがここで何かを訴えることで わずかな得点加算が望めるかもしれないってこと。何しろ今日の勝負はビリでさえなければいいんだから、うまくすればなんとか罰ゲームから逃れることができるかもよ。
それって兄、圭一さんのお弁当がビリって言ってるのと同じことでしてよ。
別におじさん、誰の弁当がビリなんて言ったつもりはないんだけどな。
No, not at all. You were just implying nothing. Yes. Oh, laughing, evilly? Mion cackled repulsively. In contrast, Satoko's smile was growing somehow awkward. Oh, right. This bento was filled with last night's side dishes. That means it was basically a bento that Satoko made. And Mion outright said it would come in last place. Aww.
みーちゃん、ちょっと意地悪だよ。圭一くんがかわいそう。
レーナ、ケイちゃんも今日の弁当勝負は負けられないってあらかじめ知ってたんだよ。それを承知で昨日あれだけの大見栄を切ったんだからさ。甘やかす必要なんて全然ないと思うけどな。ねえ、さとこ。
ええ、そうですわね。それでこのざまなんですから笑っちゃいましたよ。
I almost feel like Mion knows.
ちょっとさとこちゃん、笑うなんていけないんだよ。だってちゃんちゃらおかしくて笑ってしまうようなお弁当でしたよ。こんなお惣菜屋さんで買ってきたようなおかず、本当に幻滅もいいところでしたよ。
ほら、これなんか缶詰を開けただけだよね。こっちのキュウリは包丁が通ってなくて綺麗に切れてないし。
She's straight up insulting Satoko's cooking.
ケイちゃん、包丁とか全然扱ったことないでしょ。経験不足が明らかなんだよね。
経験不足もいいところでございましたよ。
彩りもかなり単調。こればかりはセンスのなさに呆れるね。
そりゃ弁当箱に食い物を詰めるなんて初めての経験だし、多少見栄えが悪いのは仕方が。
ケイちゃん、弁当箱への詰め方以前のレベルなの。富田、岡村、解説。
Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun were chosen from among many underclassmen. Tomita-kun quickly adjusted his glasses and took a step forward.
前原さんのお弁当に致命的な欠点。
What?
それは彩りなんです。ご存知の通り、あらゆる色彩の根底には三原色と呼ばれる配色が存在します。つまりバランスよく配色を求めるなら、白、黒を除いても3色は必要なのです。
しかるに前原さんのお弁当は白黒を除いた場合、暗緑色しか残らないんですよ。
Ah, dark green. No one will want to eat it if you describe it like that. I had forgotten. Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun had been bought out by Rika-chan and Satoko. So they were trying their hardest to let them win and make me lose, weren't they? Gah, what strong wills they have. It was charming if only because they were working so hard, despite having been bought out.
おかずも心のこもらないお惣菜や缶詰ばかり。
つまり前原さんのお弁当には愛、心、味のうち2つも欠けていると断言できるのです。
The classroom, convinced with the elucidation of the mystery that they were thoroughly baffled with, raised mysterious groans of admiration.
愛もなければ心もない。決まったね。前原圭一。
ちょっと冷たいけど、でもこれを機にケイチくんもお料理の楽しさに気づいてくれればいいのかな
Yeah, so fun. Look at that fire. Fire is cool.
そんなことより罰ゲームが僕以外なら何でもいいのですよ。
Oh, Rika. Rena was giving a try. Smile as well.
決まりましたわね、ケイチさん。罰ゲームはケイチさんで決まりですのよ。
She laughed in such a vile manner, but she didn't look like she meant it. I knew that Satoko was speaking ill of a bento that she'd practically made herself in front of the whole classroom, and I could tell how painful that laughter was. Okamura-san said before that this bento lacked spirit, but among all the bento laid out here today, there wasn't a single one with as much spirit as this one. This meal that she made for me yesterday in such a good mood, though it looked like she was in a bad one, I won't let it end with this slander.
さーて、ビリのケイチさん、そろそろおとなしく負けを認めなさいませ。
ちょっと待ってもらおうか。
When I began to speak in a low voice, the expressions of all the members of the club changed. Mion clicked her tongue. This man was sparing his fangs at the last moment again.
俺の弁当の敗因はここ、そういう解説だったな。間違いないな、岡村君。
Okamura-kun, who had suddenly been placed in the spotlight, looked flustered for a moment, but immediately he stammered in reply that I was right.
心の定義は何だ？黒か？努力か？汗か涙か？その結晶か？
all their looks, just, it's all great.
ならば、俺の手に残るこの火傷は何の評価になるんだ？
ケイチくん、それ油が跳ねたやけど？
Great. But burn marks from when I almost caught a fire yesterday. Looked like just like I was having a ton of trouble cooking. I mean, you're not wrong. You were having a lot of trouble cooking. Not so much trouble starting a fire. I could clearly tell if the classroom was forced to acknowledge the effort I put into it.
ほう。自らの料理の下手さによる失敗をさも努力の痕跡であるかのように見せるとは、やはりこの男、油断ならない。
そうだ、俺は下手だ。昨日大見えを切ったのが情けなくなるくらいに料理は下手だ。だが逃げなかった。戦った。そしてこの成果を出した。それは心じゃないのか？どうなんだ？
レナは認めてあげたいな。
Yay, Rena.
挑戦する心が評価されなかったら誰も前に進めない。
The girls in the class started to nod in agreement. Okay, the tables are turning. But Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun, brought out by the objects of their unrequited affection, weren't about to lose either. They shifted to the counterattack, clearly exceeding the price they were paid.
なるほど。前原さんの気持ちはわかります。
That doesn't sound like a counterattack.
ですがね、
Ah.
心だけで料理が決まるんだったら、この世にコックはいらないんですよ。
そうっすよ。
Although I am reminded of there's like a movie, like documentary. I don't think it's an actual documentary. It's like documentary style. But of a chef who worked for the French president, like personal chef, who was pretty much just a family cook, and yeah, and just made pretty much family dinners as opposed to high class extravagant stuff. I don't know what it's called, but in any case, yeah, moving on.
心を込めて頑張りましたって言ってコックが消し済みみたいなハンバーグを持ってきたらそれにお金を払います？払わないですよね。つまりそういうことなんです。
but if your family member made it and like, they tried their best, it makes it taste much better, doesn't it? That's right. That's how it goes. The male students took Tomoto and Okamura-kun's their side. Gah, they did have a
でも
point.
心尽くしなんだぞ。たとえ真っ黒のハンバーグが出てきたにせよ。それを作ってくれた母の苦労を知るなら、俺は食う。完食してみせる。
Clap, 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 clap. This time, the female students in the class took my side. Good. Now we're even.
そもそもお弁当というのは愛情を食事の形として昇華させたもので、
それは相手に伝わって初めて意味があるんです。前原さんのお弁当からはそれが伝わりますか？いいえ、僕には伝わりません。ひどい。
Girls in the class began to boo loudly at his remark. Now even Okamura-san was panicking.
ああ、静粛に静粛に。傍観人は発言を慎むように。
裁判長、俺はここでこの弁当にどれだけの心が込められているかについて料理学の権威竜宮レナ氏の証言を求めます。
レナはこのお弁当には心がこもってると思うな。確かに稚拙なところは多いかもしれないけど、でもお料理は上辺だけじゃないと思うの。
The girls in the class again gave cries of support as they all applauded. In response, all the men of the class began to boo.
裁判長、前原さんと竜宮さんの意見は極めて感情的で一般常識としてかけ離れています。採用するには不適切です。
静粛に静粛に。検察側の反証を認めます。どうぞ。
例えば本件をお弁当ではなく誕生日のプレゼントだと置き換えて考えてみます。
Isn't the saying literally it's the thought that counts?
例えば誕生日の日に私富田が手編みのセーターをもらったとする。そして彼岡村は図書券を1万円分もらったとする。
That felt strangely real. Was it actually just an example?
常識的に考えてどちらに心がこもっているかは明白です。つまり手編みのセーター、これはお弁当に言い換えれば手作りのおかずが相当する。そして単なる金券に過ぎない図書券はお金で買うもの、すなわち無味簡素な缶詰に相当する。
Yeah, I don't agree with your analogy there. Murmur, 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 murmur. The boys and girls all began to argue amongst themselves about presents. They were all talking about what they received as presents in the past. Damn. Tomita-kun, he changed the subject to something that could easily grab everyone's attention. Not bad. I'll lose the initiative at this rate.
異議あり。本件はお弁当の心について問うものです。誕生日のプレゼントという特殊な状況とは全く異なります。
却下します。検察側、続けなさい。
Damn.
さて、ここで大事なのは送り手の心と受け手の心は全く違うという点です。皆さんの目の前に実際に手作りのちょっと左右の竹の崩れてるセーターと1万円分の図書券が置かれていて、どっちがいいと聞かれたらどっちを取ります？
I think a more adequate analogy would be something along the lines of a hand-knitted sweater made from like store-bought materials versus a hand-knitted sweater with like string which you've actually made yourself, or wool.
図 書券でしょ。
Yarn, that's what I was looking for. Or whatever it is that you're making it out of. Acrylic, whatever.
1万円ですよ、1万円。
You're destroying your own argument.
コミックスが何冊買えるか計算できますか？十数巻程度の単行本なら即座にフルコンプ可能です。
He's an idiot.
愉快で面白おかしい漫画が何十冊。これによって癒される心の至福とセーターでは比べ物にならないのです。
The boys unanimously praised that with applause. Materialistic rats. But all guys of that age are like that. Even I would choose a gift certificate over a sweater in that case. Hey, wait. Weren't you guys the ones who said it was about love, spirit, and taste right at the start? Since when did taste trump all? That's the stance you're taking now.
以上より送り手の心と受け手の心には何の因果関係もないことが立証されたと思います。つまり前原さんがどれだけ苦労してお弁当を作ろうとも、それは私たち受け手が採点に手心を加えるものにはなり得ないのです。
それは詭弁だぞ富田君。心は確かにある。それが伝わるかどうかは受け手の問題だ。
そうよ
味が全てだ。
女の敵。
なんだと？
This is ridiculous as always. Now the courtroom is in chaos. But I can't allow myself to lose. And not only to avoid the punishment game, but also to protect Satoko's honor.
さて、弁護側は今のに何か反論はある？
Slowly and strongly, I nod and step up to the dais. Tomita-kun, Okamura-kun, do you two really think you can beat me with mere words?
今検察側は送り手の心とは無関係に評価が行われると言いました。それに間違いはありませんね。
At some point, I began speaking formally.
そうです。前原さんがどんなに苦労して作ったお弁当でもその苦労は評価の対象にはなり得ない。
では検察側に尋ねます。私前原が今日の自分の弁当としてこのお弁当とコンビニ弁当を並べたらその評価はどちらも同じものなのですか？
The prosecution hesitated to speak. Got you.
そう、手作りの弁当とコンビニ弁当では全く比較にならないのです。どんなにひどい手作り弁当であってもただ買ってきただけのコンビニ弁当とでは比べ物にならないほどの心が込められている。そしてそれは評価されている。つまり手作りによる心はちゃんと受け手に伝わってるのです。それを認めよう。
With those impactful words drawn in the air behind me, I pointed my finger. The girls, led by Rena, broke into applause. Some of the boys were admitting it too.
認めます。
認めましたね。認めましたね。では次にコンビニ弁当にはなぜ心がないかについて移りましょう。そもそも弁当で伝える心とは何なのか。
意義あり。前原さんは抽象表現で法廷を煙に巻こうとしています。
却下します。面白そうだから最後まで聞くよ。
Mion. Got them. Now I'll show you two the difference between us.
裁判長、ここでフルでリカ氏を証人として喚問したいと思います。
みー。
Even for Rika-chan, that must have seemed like a bolt from the blue. There's no doubt that she never dreamed the point of my spear would be aiming at her. But Rika-chan, you said it before. For this showdown, it doesn't matter.
フルでリカさん、あなたの今日のお弁当は実によくできていますね。美味しそうです。
みえ。
Yes. Satoko and Rika-chan's bentos had been made of half of Tomita-kun's and Okamura-kun's. Prosecutor's faces turned pale, but they were too late.
岡村君の弁当箱を持ってきてくれた。
あ
うん、いいよ。
裁判長、本件に僕のお弁当は何の関係もありません。
却下します。
He's gonna blame it all on Rika, isn't he?
裁判長、この岡村君の弁当箱を証拠品として提出します。見よ、この中身を。
ん？半分しか入っていないね。
半分かどうかじゃないでしょう。もっとよく見てください。ほら。
ああ、全く同じ内容だ。
裁判長、見てのフルでリカ氏のお弁当は岡村君の盗品。そんなものに心がこもってるわけがない。
いや、これは単なる偶然で。
もう明白でしょう。心とは送り手と受け手のキャッチボールならば、弁当箱はボールに当たるのです。そして本来このお弁当は岡村君の母親から息子に託されたものだから、この弁当箱に詰まった心は岡村君にしか受けられない。それを割り込んで奪ったら、もうそれに心はないのです。
Dun dun dun! Yay! That did it! But now you open up the floodgates to both you and Tatako both losing as well.
そうなの？リカちゃん、そうなの？みぱ
ー。Rika.
なるほどね。
Mion, the judge, pulled her arms and began to hum. I couldn't even take a guess as to what Mion was laughing about. Frankly, I didn't know whether I would win or lose.
よし、判決の前に主文からにしようかね。
Shh. The entire classroom quieted.
まず、被告前原圭一の弁当が客観的評価として非常に出来の悪いものであるのは間違いない。それはこうしてみんなの採点の集計結果が物語ってるからね。
Gah.
でも心もまた隠し味として認められるべきだよね。でもそれは得点評価で言えば小数点以下。本当に微細なもので、その出来具合の評価を改めるには至らない。
Grr.
さて、ここでそもそもの今日の弁当勝負の原点を探りたい。そもそも今日の勝負は何が大前提なのか。そう、被告前原圭一が自炊できるか否かが問題になり、その成果を測るためにも。
そうだよ。圭一くんはちゃんと作ってきたよ。
And now it's going to be revealed that he didn't. Ugh. That stung my conscience a bit. But for the showdown, it didn't matter.
ならば、この勝負の大前提は自炊。すなわち手作りであるか否かだよね。でもリカちゃんはそれを怠ったとなると、それは出来以前の問題。すなわち失格ってことになるのかな。
みぱー。
Rika-chan let out a nipa, looking as though she had prepared herself for this outcome.
悪く思うなよ、リカちゃん。部活は非常なのだ。
さすが圭一なのです。最後の最後まで頑張りましたですよ。
Rika-chan demanded I lower my head, then she pet it.
というわけで、これにて一件落着。今日のビリはフルでリカ。
Probably the only person who can get away with bad mouthing the curry. In any case, if anyone could, Rika could. That miraculous turnaround. And last place went to Rika-chan, the one everyone had least expected. The whole classroom went wild. Oh, that's also cute.
よくもこんなひどいお弁当でビリを免れましたのね。
Satoko looked at me hatefully, but spoke in a very kind of voice.
ビリになんかなるわけないだろ。この弁当のどこにビリになる要素があるってんだ。
だってこんな出来の悪いお惣菜や缶詰ばかりでセンスもなくて、それから
Grab. Satoko was speaking more and more poorly of herself as time went on, so I roughly grabbed her head and began to stroke it.
言ったろ、心が大事だって。この弁当は上辺だけじゃない。いろんな味に溢れてるんだぜ。
でも心だけじゃありませんのよ。お味なんて全然変で。
She's totally gonna expose him as well. And it's gonna be accidentally as well. Oh well.
どこが変なんだ。俺はうまい。うまかった。
So on that note, I think I'll end it here. I've already gone over the time quite a bit. So, hope you enjoyed. Let me know any feedback you have in the comments. And until next time, see ya.